Hey you guys, what's going on? My name is Ry the Writer. On my cowboy fit today. Oh man, I'm really doing it. I'm really liking these hats. I think this is my new identity. I think I'm just supposed to be a cowboy. I think this is what it is. I think I just need a horse. Oh goodness. I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween. I don't know if you guys have noticed at Costco, it is already Christmas. Like we're just gonna skip over, we're just gonna gloss over Thanksgiving because what is Thanksgiving without Christmas? Clearly, that's just what it is. So we're just skipping holidays. I'm okay with that. I don't really care for Thanksgiving. I don't care for the yams. I don't care for the stuffing. I don't care for the turkey. I don't care for the overweightness. I don't care for the sweaters. I like Christmas. Let's just skip it over. All right, I found this video, you guys. It is on, I originally found it on TikTok. And I don't know if you guys have heard of this actress. I think if you're black or if you've been in the black kind of movie entertainment sphere, you've heard of this woman. Her name is Debbie Morgan. And I'll put her picture right up here on the screen so you guys can look at it. Debbie Morgan has been in the film and entertainment business for over 4 decades. That's longer than I have been alive. And this is like an ode to her, mainly because that's really just unheard of. Most of the times, just what I've seen with entertainment, it's really rare that you see an actress go on for so long and have such an amazing, prosperous career, and for her to been a part of so many amazing films in her lifetime, because she has worked with everyone. And I'm gonna list some of her films so we can just put that up there for her. She was in Beauty in Black, and this is just recent. This came out this year. She was in Eve's Bayou that came out in 1997, so it's around the time I was born. Great, that's what I'm saying, great movie. You guys need to go see it. She was in All My Children from 1970. Here's the date, 1970 to 2013. She was the mother in Love and Basketball. It came out in 2000. And that's where I actually discovered her. And, for me, because I'm black, in black homes, Love and Basketball is one of those yearly movies that you always watch, you always go to, and you just fall in love with the characters and the story. But her being the mother in the movie, that's where I was like, oh, okay, that's who she was. She also starred in Power. She was in Roots, The Next Generation. And that's another black film that you just watch, and it's strange. And maybe this is you. If you're black, or you just, like I said, you're aware of like the black diaspora of films. Roots is one of those films you watch during Christmas. I don't know why it's always Christmas and it's Thanksgiving. And it's the same thing with the Jackson 5 and the Prince movie. But those films are always played during the holidays. I cannot tell you how many Christmases and Thanksgivings I've been at. Like my mother's, my father's, my grandma's, my aunts, my great aunts. And this movie, The Roots, is on. And we're sitting there watching this horrific film. Like the film is great, but these horrific scenes. And there goes Roots. But she was on there. Man, come on now. She was part of The Runaway. The Hurricane starring Denzel Washington. Let me see. The Monkey Hustle. That was 1976. I've seen that. She's All That. It's a classic right there. It continues. Herman's Head. I remember that a long time ago. Let me see what else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She has a great career. But yeah, just, Roots, The Hurricane. You can't get any better than Debbie Morgan. So Debbie Morgan was actually being interviewed probably about a couple days ago, and this video has been circulating around where she's been discussing how Tyler Perry And as you guys know, Tyler Perry owns his own production company. Very well known. He's at his studio. I believe it was Wakanda was filmed there. So this, he's really doing great things over there. But for Debbie Morgan, she mentioned how normally when she goes to, say, audition for a movie and she's offered a contract, and this is more towards like if you're interested in acting and all that, but when she goes in for a contract, she stated that she has never before not had to negotiate a contract. So if you are, say you're an actress, right? And let's say you audition for, what's coming out? Let's just say Wakanda. You're auditioning for the next Wakanda Forever. And you do a great job. They want to book you for the film. You would have your lawyers, they would have their lawyers. They would offer you a negotiation and they would offer you a contract, like on just how much you would just overall you would make. And it's up to you to agree upon the terms and the salary. Because remember, you're a contracted worker. And that part, it's kind of optional. You can settle for the amount that they offer you at the studio or for the film. Or a lot of the times what actors and actresses do, they negotiate if they feel as if they're worth more for their time, their energy, their labor, their face. Because just being in a film, it's not just like a one-off. You don't just do the 2, 3, 4 months of filming. You're doing the filming. They might bring you back and do some editing. Some things didn't look right and bring you back for that. Then on top of that, you're involved for the PR, and that's where a lot of celebrities get their time taken up as well. Because like say this is a major film, like I said, Wakanda. You're going to be having like a movie screening. You're going to have like a release party. They're going to have a red carpet event. And not just here. And for some movies, they're going to have a movie carpet event out here in LA. You might have another one in New York, depending on how big this film is. You might have one in Singapore, one in China, one overseas, one in Germany, just depending. So you might have 4, 5, 6 red carpet events. Plus, like I said, it's a PR machine. You're being interviewed by 20, 30 interviewers. Nowadays, you're on a podcast. Now you're on a blog and they're filming it for a YouTube. You guys seen it, like the Hot Wings guy? He gets all those people. It's like also part of the PR machine because he gets paid for that. He'll bring you on and you'll be on there to discuss your movie. You might do all the late night talk shows. So in total, for you just doing one film, and let's say they offer you a salary pay gap of $70,000 to do Wakanda Forever. You're losing in total 6 months, maybe to a year of your life invested in this film. If you're getting paid 70K in one off, you're thinking, oh, that's a lot of money. Like, I'm being paid very well. But in actuality, you got an agent, you got a manager, you got a stylist, you might have a trainer, you might have a dietitian, a chef to help you because you're at set all day. You're busy, you don't have time to be home. You have a nanny because maybe you got kids, you're traveling, you're paying for some of your expenses. Because not all the times, I've heard with some celebrities, some actors and actresses, sometimes they will pay for your transportation, sometimes they won't. Just depending on how your contract has been negotiated, just depending. So you might just already just be off, with taxes as well. 70K turns into 30 or 25K very quickly. But with all your time, you're losing a lot there. And what's so cool, I'm going to show you guys this video, but what's so cool about Debbie Morgan talking about this is what I've noticed is in the Black entertainment field, a lot of Black actresses, actors too, but actresses, a lot of Black actresses I've seen and who've come out on the internet and talked about it, spoke about it, is they've been paid very under the bar. A lot of them have. Like, do you guys remember, I think I did a video on it too, where Taraji P. Henson was discussing how low she was paid for The Color Purple. And she had to negotiate even for the low pay that she got because it was lower when they offered her that in the beginning. So what's cool about this video that I'm going to show you guys is Debbie Morgan, with all the credentials that she has been used to negotiating for a certain pay. And I'm pretty sure just to get into the film, a lot of the times that she would just have to take the lower pay just to be in the film. What's cool about this scenario, what happened with her working with Tyler Perry, is this is the first incident where a director, an agency, a studio said no to negotiations and was willing to pay her a large amount, and she got exactly probably more than what she was even expecting, even though she has always deserved that from the beginning. So it's really amazing. Like I said, I listed all the movies that Debbie Morgan was in. To me, it baffles me just to think that you would have someone like her, Taraji, I've heard Viola Davis talk about it as well, Megan Good. These people have been in the entertainment business for longer than I've been alive. And for them, with all the accolade, with all the notoriety that they've had, with all the star power that they do bring to films, that they still do not get paid what they deserve. Then compared to, this is where I have to catch you guys, then compared to their white counterparts, especially males, especially men, white men. So they'll be on there and they'll get paid maybe $70K, but you have like the Brad Pitt who'll come on the scene, and he's making 3.5, 6.8, and they've had the same length of career. Granted, I do understand like a Brad Pitt or a Tom Cruise, you know, they have their own kind of like power they're bringing on set. But like, let's not sleep on a Viola Davis. Like, let's not sleep on a Taraji, you know, especially with Debbie Morgan. Let's not sleep on what they're bringing on set too, because it's not just one person that builds the film, that creates a wonderful piece of art. It's many different actors and actresses that together do create this wonderful piece of art. Because yeah, you can have let's say a Brad Pitt star in a film. Sure, Brad Pitt's going to do Brad Pitt, but he's going to need other actors and actresses around him to basically build that story, that core, to make it engrossing for the audience. So it doesn't just take one person, but just to have that one person making the boatload of the money, then everyone else has to be undercut with pay. You know, like if you're a new actor, actresses, I can understand that. But if you're a Denzel Washington, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't understand. They should, or a Will Smith or somebody else. But like I said, especially with black women, I don't know. I don't know. If you want what they're bringing, you want the talent, you got to pay people what they deserve. But yeah, let me show you guys this video. It's really awesome. And I'm so happy that it came across my For You page on Twitter. Not Twitter, on TikTok. Because yeah, it's so important to highlight these stories for my generation, us, the new generation, so we can be in positions where if you are trying to become an actress or an actor, or you're trying to be in the entertainment business, not to short sell yourself just to be in the film, or just to have the song, or just to be on the ad or on front of the magazine. If Jimmy over here, the white Jimmy, is being paid that amount of money, don't you also deserve it if you're doing the same exact thing as them, and you're also bringing in your audience as well? You know, it's just like, it's understanding your worth and your power. And when you're not getting paid what you feel like you deserve, being okay with walking away. Being okay with walking away. I know right now Diddy's having a situation right now. Rightfully so. I don't want to dip into that. I might do videos on him, actually. But, you know, we're not dipping into that. But Diddy had an interview a while ago, and I've talked about this on my channel. And this is one thing I will say about Diddy. Diddy is he's a businessman, and I'll never forget the interview. He was talking about how he was trying to sell a product or something, And he was just stating when he said that when I want a certain amount of money, I won't settle for even if it's $1 million off. So he said, if I want $55 million, this is around the 50s, and they offer me $53 million, I will walk away. I will leave because I know it's not what I want. And I'll say this for Black people. We have to have the same mindset. We have to kind of get out of cowering and settling for less, because our white counterparts, especially white men, they will not do that. I've had the liberty of actually being part of like interviewing hiring processes when I was at my last job, and it always fascinated me that when it came down to the pay, just the offering, I noticed it. The white men always asked for the cap pay. They would come in, because I was there in the rooms. If the pay was like, say the max was 35 and the low end was 23, the company would always go, we're going to offer you $23 an hour. The white men would go, no, can I actually negotiate the pay for either the cap or close to the cap? And they would list all their credentials. And my company was so funky sometimes. They would, for that, they would either settle for the amount that the person was asking for, because it's just, I want this person. This person has this skill. I'm going to give them that. Or if they didn't offer them the pay that they they could live with, the white potentials would leave. But so interesting for the black and brown when I was there for that, especially for the women. The women would immediately just say yes to the job, yes to the position. I will take it and accept the low pay. And I learned that from my own experience now that I'm especially now I'm a little bit older, is to always negotiate, never settle. If you don't get what you want, even though the job looks fantastic, you're not going to be able to live with yourself. And it's also going to put you in a financial strain, because it's not enough for you to survive. And also, you're not getting exactly what you want. But yeah, I'm gonna put the video right here, because I'm yapping. I'm yapping. I was gonna say, I'm pretty. When I find videos like this, I get kind of excited. This is pretty cool. So I'm gonna put this right here, and we're going to watch it. And her name, like I said, is Debbie Morgan, and the video is Debbie Morgan reveals Tyler Perry's generosity in her salary. Here we go.
Let me tell you something. I said nobody better ever talk about Tyler to me, because when my manager called me, and usually when you're talking back and forth to working on a project with producers, and your manager, your representation go back and forth about salary, and so my manager called me and he said, Debbie, he said, Tyler's just offered you this part on this new drama he's doing for Amazon, and he said there's no negotiating. I said, there's no negotiating. What do you mean? He said, well, this is the offer. I said, what? I said, can you say that again? So I said, of course there will be no negotiating. And so we do the movie. And after the movie, he calls me and he said, Debbie, he said, I asked my people to pay you X amount of dollars. Did they do that? And I said, yes, Tyler. And I am so grateful. And he said, you were so wonderful in this movie. I'm going to offer you this on top of it. I swear to God, I almost fainted.
No one does that. I'm going to give you a little more.
Look, I've been doing this for almost 4 decades, and I have never had anybody. Wild. It was incredible. I said, I want to work for Tyler for the rest of my career.
Yeah, that was great. Shout out Tyler Perry. I know a lot of the internet's been kind of upset with him on his critiques about black women settling for bums. That's what it was. And also for Black is Divorce. Black is Divorce? I don't know. That film. Black and Beauty and some Black in the Divorce. There you go. No, Divorce in the Black. That's wild. Yeah, I saw that movie was. But regardless, I do give it to Tyler Perry, because that's what I'm saying. It's so important that we have people of color in those power positions to begin opening the doors for pay, so black actors and actresses and black people in entertainment can have opportunities, can begin being paid what they deserve or a livable wage. And it also just opens the door just to more diversity for black people as well. So that's what I'm saying. So Tyler Perry owning his own studio, he has changed the format for so many different people. And he's done so many great things, especially in his area. So that's what I give to that. But for Tyler Perry to say, we're not negotiating, we're going to just pay you this amount. This basically just says that Tyler Perry knew Debbie Morgan's worth, was willing to give her what she deserved. And that's the way he was operating. And you saw right there how Debbie Morgan was really excited. It changed the tone. Especially when you have directors, producers, agents like that, you get people excited to work with these people because they know that, first of all, I'm going to get what I deserve. I'm going to perform well, because at the end of the day, it's, even with the entertainment business, it's still a job. If you're working a job and you're being underpaid, overworked, you're not happy. You're not going to produce your best work. I don't care what field it is. If you're working at, let's say, a Walmart, you're working long hours. You're not receiving long lunch periods. You're on your feet for 9-10 hours, because that's how long your shifts are anyway. You're being given minimum wage. You have no benefits. Why would you expect for the customer's experiences to be well within the store? And I say that because if the employees are disgruntled, if they're unhappy, everyone around them is going to pick up that aura because it's energy. And it's all for the sake of money. To me, it's just greed. So I would rather, I'm saying, I don't own my own production company or anything like that. If I ever did, I would rather just pay people extremely well, give them the rest time, give them the benefits, roll out the carpet for these people. And that means for the next project I have, when I'm thinking of actors and actresses, I don't have to beg or scramble or get the rejection and the no. These people are going to be like Debbie Morgan. They're going to be, yes, I will work for you for whatever project. You're paying me well. You're giving me my shine. You're giving me my praise. Oh, I got it. That's what I'm saying. So Tyler Perry has like the right mindset. And it wasn't just Debbie Morgan who had this story. Because, I was researching this a little bit. Guess who else he did this with as well? Let me see if I can go to it. Let me see, because I just had it. Let me see. So it was Debbie Morgan. And it was also Meagan Good. Oh, here we go. So Meagan Good was also in the Black and the Divorce movie. If you guys saw it, you saw it. To me, it was okay. I'm not even going to cap. But Meagan Good was one of the main stars for the film. She also had a similar experience with Tyler Perry. This is what she said. This is on Google. It goes, how much did Tyler Perry pay Meagan Good? And it goes, this is Meagan Good. She was interviewed July 15, 2024 on Actors on Actors. She goes, I was asking for $500,000, which she absolutely deserves. Honestly, I think she should have been paid more. She goes, I didn't get paid that until my first Tyler Perry film. This is the Meagan Good. The Meagan Good. Meagan Good has been around for a long time. And her first time making $500,000 was with Tyler Perry. She goes, he was the first person that gave. That broke the standard that I was getting paid for films. He gave me $500,000, she said, on Variety's Actors on Actors. That's insane to me. So before Tyler Perry, she was probably, like I said, it was maybe $70K, maybe $100K. And you might think, for me and you, we might go, oh, but $100K, that's amazing. A 200K, wow, that's incredible. But like I said, agents, you have managers, you have a glam team, you have a trainer, you're not cooking at home, so you need to hire a chef. You also need to take care of your health, so you probably have a doctor or nurse you're working with, maybe to get vitamins or check your vitals. You're working with a trainer, so you make sure you're well. A lot of these actors, especially women, they have estheticians. They have people working with their skin to make sure they look well. You're getting Botox. You're actually worried about your hair, so you have a stylist. You have a hairdresser that you go to get your hair done. There's so much to this. You have a nail tech, dentistry, because teeth is very important. You're paying all this money to be in this film. So if you're getting paid $100,000, $200,000 after taxes as well, that's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money. Plus, on top of that, the PR machine, then outside of you working on this movie, you're a celebrity. Meagan Good cannot go work a normal job. It's over. She can't do that. She can't even go through the mall without her being berated or, that creating a stampede of people. Her life is expensive. I'm sure there's bodyguards, there's drivers. 200K, 100K is nothing for these people. These people can burn through 100K probably in a month, So, for her even to get $500,000, that's still really great. But yeah, dang, like even then it's like, how many projects do you need to be part of a year just to survive? Yeah, being a celebrity to me, it just looks expensive. It looks very expensive. But yeah, shout out Tyler Perry, shout out Debbie Morgan. I'm so happy that she came on here and said this. Because, yeah, we need to have more transparency when it comes to actors and actresses, what sort of pay they're getting. Because I know a lot of times they can't talk about it because there's an NDA involved or it's part of the contract where they can't discuss the pay. But I'm glad for this, she was able to discuss it. And same thing with Meagan Good. They're able to talk about what's happening over there at the Tyler Perry camp. So very cool. But yeah, I do recommend you guys go check out... I heard things about Black and Beauty by Tyler Perry. Divorce in the Black. I don't know about that one. But yeah, you guys go check out Debbie Morgan's films. Which one would I recommend? Is probably the 1999 The Hurricane starring Denzel Washington was really, really good. Of course, there is Roots. If you're gonna watch Roots, it's one of those hard pills to swallow because it takes it's a large emotional toll. But if you're looking for something a little bit softer, especially if you're into romance, go ahead and check out Love and Basketball if you have not seen it. And you'll see Debbie Morgan, she's the mother there. So great stuff. But yeah, I'm so happy I found this video and I was able to show it to you guys. And I hope this opens you guys' perspective on how it is in the industry. Because I learn stuff every day. And I love sharing what I find or what the TikTok algorithm brings my way so I can bring to you guys. But yeah, other than that, you guys have a fantastic day. Be safe out there. Where I live in California, the weather kind of dropped this week. So today it's the high of 60. We had rain yesterday, so we have a little bit of snow out here. Just a little bit. But I know it's just going to get colder and the weather is changing. So yeah, just dress warm, stay bundled. Make sure you take your vitamins because now we're officially in flu season, so take care of yourself, wear a jacket, and as we get closer and closer to the holidays, stay inside. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of hot chocolate, a little brownie, and just staying cozy with it. But yeah, I hope to see you guys for the next video. Lots of love because I love you guys. All right, let me go back to work.